Welcome to this video on bacterial diseases, specifically tailored for your GCSE Biology revision. We will cover common bacterial pathogens, the diseases they cause, and the strategies for prevention and treatment to help you get exam ready. First, let's define bacteria. They are single-celled prokaryotic microorganisms found everywhere. Importantly, most bacteria are harmless or beneficial. Only a small subset are pathogenic, meaning they can cause disease. Our focus for exams is on these pathogens. So how do they cause disease? Once inside the body, pathogenic bacteria reproduce very rapidly. As they multiply, they produce toxins. These poisonous substances are what damage your cells and tissues, leading to the symptoms of illness. Remember this sequence for your exams: entry, reproduction, toxin release, and finally, symptoms. It is vital to remember that the symptoms are typically caused by the toxins produced by the bacteria, not the bacteria themselves. In this video, we will focus on two key bacterial diseases you need to know for GCSE Biology: Salmonella and Gonorrhoea. Both are preventable, and both are frequent topics in exam questions, so ensure you understand them well. Let's start with Salmonella. This is a common cause of food poisoning in the UK. It is transmitted when people consume contaminated food or drink, often due to undercooked poultry, raw eggs, or poor food hygiene. The symptoms of Salmonella include fever, stomach cramps, vomiting, and diarrhea. These symptoms occur as the body's immune system responds to the toxins released by the bacteria, which also irritate the lining of the digestive tract. Salmonella spreads through three main ways: eating contaminated food, inadequate cooking, especially of chicken, and cross-contamination, where bacteria are transferred from raw food to other items via surfaces or poor hand hygiene. Preventing Salmonella involves two primary strategies: good food hygiene, such as washing hands and cooking food thoroughly, and the vaccination of poultry in the UK, which reduces the bacterial load in flocks. Here's a quick summary for your exam. Salmonella is caused by bacteria, spread by contaminated food, and causes fever, cramps, and vomiting. Treatment is usually just rehydration and rest, as the body typically clears the infection naturally. Next, let's look at gonorrhea. This is a sexually transmitted infection, or STI, caused by the bacterium Neisseria gonorrhoeae. It is common in the UK and is spread through unprotected sexual contact, infecting the genitals, rectum, or throat. Symptoms of gonorrhea include pain during urination and a thick yellow or green discharge. Crucially, many people have no symptoms at all, making it very easy to pass the infection on unknowingly, which makes testing vital. Gonorrhea spreads solely through unprotected sexual contact. It is not spread by casual contact, like hugging or kissing. Because of the lack of symptoms in many cases, it is difficult to control without regular testing. Prevention strategies for gonorrhea are threefold: the consistent use of condoms, regular STI testing to catch infections early, and contact tracing, which ensures partners of infected individuals are also tested and treated. Finally, gonorrhea is treated with antibiotics. While it was historically treated with penicillin, many strains are now resistant, so doctors often use a combination of antibiotics. Completing the full course of treatment is essential for a full recovery. This slide provides a concise summary of gonorrhea for your exams. Remember, caused by Neisseria gonorrhoeae, transmitted via unprotected sex, presenting with pain during urination and specific discharge, prevented by condoms and testing, and treated with antibiotics. This table compares Salmonella and gonorrhea. Note the differences. Salmonella is foodborne, while gonorrhea is sexually transmitted. Their symptoms, prevention, and treatment methods reflect these distinct transmission routes. Use this for quick revision. Antibiotic resistance is a major global health crisis. It occurs when bacteria evolve to survive treatment that previously killed them. Misuse, such as failing to finish a prescribed course, allows these resistant strains to survive and multiply. Resistance develops through natural selection. When antibiotics are given, most bacteria die, but any with resistant genes survive. These survivors then multiply and spread, passing on the resistance. This is why finishing a full course is so critical. For gonorrhea, resistance is particularly concerning. Many strains can now withstand multiple types of antibiotics, making infections harder to treat. This makes effective prevention, primarily through condom use, absolutely essential for public health. Here is a crucial exam tip. Antibiotics kill bacteria, but never viruses. They work by targeting structures unique to bacteria, like the cell wall. Viruses lack these features, so they do not respond to antibiotics. This is a common test question. This table reinforces the differences. Remember, bacteria are living cells that reproduce independently and are treated with antibiotics. Viruses are non-cellular, depend on host cells to replicate and require antivirals or vaccines, not antibiotics. To reduce antibiotic resistance, we must complete the full course of medicine, avoid unnecessary use for viral infections, reduce the use of antibiotics in agriculture, and continue funding the development of new types of antibiotics. Your immune system is your primary defense. White blood cells can engulf and destroy bacteria through phagocytosis and produce specific antibodies. Through the process of vaccination, your immune system learns to recognize and fight pathogens before they cause illness. Vaccination works by introducing weakened or inactive antigens to stimulate your immune system to create memory cells. In agriculture, vaccinating poultry against Salmonella is a success story, significantly reducing the bacteria's presence in our food chain. To prevent Salmonella, focus on 3 hygiene pillars. Wash your hands thoroughly after handling raw food, cook poultry and eggs to at least 75 degrees Celsius, and prevent cross-contamination by using separate chopping boards. Public health strategies are essential. Education about safe sex and hygiene, surveillance to detect outbreaks, widespread vaccination programs, and ensuring free access to testing and treatment all work together to control the spread of bacterial diseases. When answering exam questions about disease spread, always be specific. Name the bacteria, describe the exact transmission route, list the symptoms, and mention a method of prevention or treatment. Generic answers won't get you full marks. Avoid these common exam pitfalls. Don't suggest antibiotics cure viruses. Don't confuse the transmission of STIs with casual contact. Don't claim vaccines are a treatment for existing illness. And keep the symptoms of different diseases distinct. Finally, here's a glossary of key terms. Ensure you can define pathogen, toxin, antibiotic, antibiotic resistance, STI, and vaccination. Mastering this vocabulary is a foundational step in your GCSE Biology success. We've covered the full picture of bacterial diseases at the GCSE level. From understanding what makes bacteria pathogenic, to the details of Salmonella and Gonorrhoea, to the critical concept of antibiotic resistance, these topics connect directly to biology's core themes. This topic matters for 3 big reasons. First, global health, as these diseases are major causes of illness. Second, evolution, because antibiotic resistance is natural selection in action. Third, medical science, as protecting antibiotic effectiveness is a huge modern challenge. Let's put your knowledge to the test. Here are 4 exam-style questions covering Salmonella, Gonorrhoea, the difference between viral and bacterial infections, and the process of natural selection leading to antibiotic resistance. For question 1, a model answer explains that Salmonella is found in contaminated food, like undercooked poultry. Once inside, bacteria multiply and release toxins that cause symptoms like fever and diarrhea as the body works to expel them. For question 3, remember that antibiotics target bacterial structures, such as the cell wall. Viruses lack these structures and are not even cells, so antibiotics have no target. Prescribing them for viruses is ineffective and contributes to resistance. Use this checklist to ensure you are ready for your exam. Can you define a pathogen? Describe bacterial toxin release? Explain the prevention and transmission of Salmonella and Gonorrhoea? Understand antibiotic resistance and the science behind it? If so, you are in a great position. Let's try a quick true or false. Salmonella is bacterial? True. Can antibiotics treat the flu? False. It's viral. Do condoms reduce gonorrhea transmission? True. Is vaccination a treatment for existing infection? False. It's for prevention. You've got this. Keep these numbers in mind. 2 primary bacterial diseases for your exam, 4 key symptoms of Salmonella, 20 minutes, the time it takes for some bacteria to double, and 0, the number of viral infections that antibiotics can treat. You've worked through the essential content. Remember your core takeaway. Antibiotics kill bacteria, not viruses. Trust your preparation, stay calm, and you'll be ready to perform your best on exam day. Good luck! Here is our final summary. Bacteria are prokaryotes that cause disease via toxins. Salmonella is foodborne. Gonorrhea is an STI, and antibiotics must be used carefully to avoid the global threat of resistance. This is your foundation for success.